Hello and welcome to Always Tell Me the Odds, a Star Wars Unlimited podcast. This is episode 26, and I am Marcus. And with me today, as usual, Magnus. Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
It's Monday.
It is Monday. And so back to talking about Star Wars Unlimited. It feels like I don't do anything else than talk about and live Star Wars Unlimited right now because of the podcast, the gaming, the campaign we have. It's a lot of Star Wars Unlimited now.
Yeah, I guess with the campaign, it's a lot of work for you as well.
Yeah, it is. But at least now when we're starting up. I think it's a little bit better now when we had started, but before it started, it was a lot. But now it's now it's a little bit more streamlined, so that's good. But
we're going straight full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead for sure.
Campaign, yeah.
Yeah. So what have you been doing last week, SWU related?
Well, so we did play our campaign games.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that with the Frontline news, and. Also, as we talked about last week, we prepared and went to a store showdown.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I guess that's what we've been doing, both of us, last week.
Yeah, more or less. So we have been we have very little imagination right now because we called the last episode Showdown Check-In, and this one is called Showdown Check-Out. So it's like,
yeah,
but it's I don't know. It's we haven't done very much. We have been preparing for the. It's the same for me. I've been preparing for the Showdown. I did prepare, and then as you should always, I changed my mind the morning, the same day as the Showdown was. So I had to fix everything with the cards and stuff. So, but yeah, and also the Galactic Frontline campaign I have been working on that a little bit. So, but it's yeah.
So yeah. I guess today we're talking about our experience from the Showdown.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, we should go into some Frontline news from the campaign.
Yeah, exactly. Because we got some really nice feedback about that, and it's still coming in, all questions and stuff about that. So we decided last time that we will keep you listeners updated what's happening and so on. And so if you, like 2 episodes ago, we talked about the campaign, what it is and where it comes from and so on. And so we decided to have this a little bit Frontline news. So what is happening right now is that we the villainy side, they have taken over quite a lot. If you look at the map, it's quite red on the map actually. And if you look in our Discord, we post both the Frontline news and the map there every week. And So what happened this week then? So we actually have one of the players. He wrote I call it a column in this newspaper, this Frontline news. So I guess I just tell you that because it gives a very, very good picture of what happened this time. So having maneuvered around the outer edges of the front line, because he's moving along one of the sides of the region, Admiral Piet now gathers his massive fleet in the sector called Binary Reach. And he sends a message to Admiral Trench, which is you, Magnus, that you should move your fleet towards another sector called Thal's Rift. And there was a rebel there, Han Solo. He suddenly appeared in a wormhole just beside Piet, so he got all scared. And when Han Solo went through that wormhole, Gar Saxon, who lost against Han Solo, he was furious, so he just threw himself after him, which meant that Gar Saxon left one of the wormholes unprotected, which made Asajj Ventress super stunned, so she had to throw herself to the wormhole where Gar Saxon had been before. And Obi-Wan had different thoughts because he went in there too, so there was a massive battle there. And so that is kind of what happened, more or less. So there was some fighting going on, and you also had a fight there, right, Magnus?
Yeah, I'm getting confused, but maybe that is the last week.
Yeah, that was before the
Summary,
moves.
right? Yeah, before
the
this week's
Yeah.
moves. Yeah,
Because what
so
happened
this week, we made some new moves. Of
Yeah.
course, it's hard to talk about on the pod exactly.
Yeah.
But if you're interested, you can always check out our
Yeah, for sure.
Discord to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up in the same sector as the Ray players.
Yeah.
Ray and the Luke player.
The
actually,
Luke player. Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to play both Ray and Luke
Yeah.
to be able to take the sector. I started out playing the Ray player, Alex, and I won that game 2-1. I've been noticing that my deck seems to be the trench deck seemed to be quite good against like slower decks, not too fast decks. So worked well against the Ray Data Vault this time around. The other player, Johan, who plays Luke, didn't have the opportunity to play this week, so he actually left a
walkover.
Walkover because I guess partly because I faced him 2 times last week and I won both times 2-0. So I guess he knew he had a hard time beating my deck. Yeah. So
and I think you are the only one who are undefeated actually. So you are, because the rules are that if you are defeated, so if you lose, you are able to adjust your deck, and I think you are the only one who have not adjusted your deck. Or at least had
me
the opportunity.
And I guess Han too as well. Emil.
Oh, Emil,
I don't think he has. I don't think he's lost the game yet either.
That's probably true.
Or one in each
group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and I mean, as we've talked a little bit before starting the podcast today, we are one more player in the villainy side, on the villainy side. So if you look at the map, it looks very red.
Yeah.
I think we have won most games as well. So but this is like one thing about the campaign that we're not really sure how to manage. I mean, I guess you have to give the rebels some kind of bonus or extra,
since they won less.
A little edge because they're one less, or something like that in the future.
But I also think if they actually win their games, because when you lose, you will bounce back to either where you came from or to a sector that you actually own. So I mean, it's not impossible, but there will be some. I will try to balance it out, and next week I will introduce some new stuff in the campaign. So there are. Because right now it's a lot of that moving and fighting, and it's mostly because we wanted to get the rules, like get them going and try them out, and I think they work fairly well. So I will introduce some new stuff next week, so there will be new exciting stuff.
And I mean, this week's event, we've had like an event each week so far, was that we could only draw 5 cards, so 1 card less. In our starting hands, and that was quite annoying actually.
Everyone was so annoyed with that.
For everyone.
Love it. So it basically means that you started with 3 cards in your hand because you had to resource 2. So the same rules goes, but you only drew 5 cards instead of 6. So I know a lot of you said that was super hard, but it's, I mean,
and we were quite worried in the beginning because I don't know why, but I thought that our Admiral Piet player, Marcus, I thought he played with the Colossus base. But fortunately he did not. So he didn't have to go down to 4 cards in his starting hand.
Because that would have meant that for him.
He had a normal, like a 30 health.
Yeah, he would have started with two cards in his start hand.
After a resource. That would have been quite bad.
That would be super hard.
But so super fun to play, and very nice to see how this is gonna go forward.
It's interesting now.
Both sides. I only know the villainy side, but we have our special what's it called? Like our
mission cards.
Mission cards, yes, each week as well. So Yeah, it's fun to see how that ends up as well.
True.
I only know our side, and
Yeah.
and I
So
guess we're not spoiling anything of this.
No, I
on
can't
this,
do that. But
podcast.
both the villainous side and the hero's side have one mission card each, and they differ, of course, because you have different missions on there. And there's one short-term mission and one long-term missions. And if you manage to, as it is now, if you manage to do those missions, you will get credits. And those credits, I will introduce that further on, what you can use the credits for. But you can use them for different stuff. And but also there's the like the natives in the region where you two fractions came in, they are getting a little bit annoyed that you brought your conflicts with you. So the council there have been speaking up and saying that you're welcome here, but why do you bring your conflicts? So we'll see what happens now when the council wakes up and see both you come in there and just like bring all your fleets in there. So that will be new stuff introduced soon. For sure.
Yeah, no, super nice.
Yeah. And this week we have two fights coming up, which is interesting. It's you and Ray again. So Trench and Ray.
Yes.
And it's Han against Piet and Gar Saxon. So he has to play 2 players now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
Be interesting to see if Alex have made some adjustments to his deck to
beat
take that matchup better. Yeah. Might
sure.
beat me hard now. Who knows? We'll see.
Who knows?
But we keep that's you updated. A small update, I guess.
We keep you updated in Discord. We have done categories in our Discord now, so where we will post both the map, the updated map every week, and also those frontline news that I write. That is more of the narrative and the storyline of it, and we might put it on Instagram. We'll see. We will talk a little bit about that, but. So that's okay. the Galactic Frontline campaign.
Yeah. So let's go on to the main topic.
Yes.
Our Showdown.
Yes, the Showdown checkout.
So you said before that you changed your deck last second.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah. So if you have listened to this podcast, you know that I am only playing the hero side, and Magnus is only playing the villain side. And I was about to bring, because I have been playing Ray. I really like playing Ray, and I played Ray Tarkintown before, and I went to the planetary qualifier with Ray Tarkintown and so on. And when I started playing, one of the first deck I made, like when I came into the game, was a Ray Green, and everybody was like, why do you have green? It's not good. But now Ray Data Vault have come out, and that deck is not very far from where I started like long time ago. But so I thought going with the Ray Data Vault, but I did not, because I couldn't get it to work very well. So I changed to Darth Vader. Like the night before.
You joined the right side.
I joined the dark side. So my blue deck box is now a little bit like more dullish blue. I will take it out again, so I'll clean it up with a more hero side.
Yeah.
But I decided to go with a Darth Vader yellow, this swarm deck with a lot of fighters, like super cheap fighters. It's a super fun deck to play, for sure. But I put that together in the morning before the showdown.
And so if you listen to the last episode, I was talking about maybe playing either Palpatine or Thrawn.
Did you do that?
I did as you did, Marcus. I did actually. I didn't really feel that I got them to work as I wanted to. So I went with Bosk instead. I did make a Bosk blue deck that I played.
I remember that I asked you when we met up before the store showdown. I was like, did you go with Palpatine or your what was it, Thrawn?
Thrawn.
And you were like, no. And I was like, okay, so Iden then. You were like, no, Bosk. I was like, what? So yeah.
But I've said it before, but I for showdowns I like to like bring out my showcase leaders to play, and I do have a showcase bosk as well.
Yeah.
So
That's nice.
and I did see that a friend of the podcast, I'm So Humble, Adam from Nordic Takedown, he did win a store showdown with a bosk blue deck.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that was what got me thinking, like, oh, maybe that's a
Yeah.
good deck right now. That could be able to play that right now.
And he's not
Maybe people won't be.
He's not a control player.
Not usually, I
No.
guess.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But I did not do as well as he did. But we'll get into that.
We'll get
later.
into
But,
that. Yeah.
So we could just like maybe go into that before because of this showdown. It was on Friday.
Yeah.
So it started quite late. Started at 1800. Yeah.
Yep.
So 6 in the evening.
6 p.m. Yeah.
And in Sweden, this Friday was what we call a klämdag or a squeeze day, I don't know.
I don't know.
So that means that a lot of like we had a day off work on Thursday,
Yeah.
so a lot of people take the Friday off work as well.
Yeah.
And we were a few of us that actually were free on Friday. So we started to think, maybe we should go out, have a burger and a beer before the tournament, because it would be quite late to do something after.
Yeah.
And it ended up actually being like that. Me, Emil, and a few others, we met up already like at 2 in the afternoon and played some games before. Had some beers, and then we were actually like 10 people meeting up at the burger place, having a burger before.
That was really nice.
So that was super nice, and just shows how an amazing like community we have.
Yeah, for sure. And also some
around the game down here.
Some of the people that have been along with the game for like since start, like you, but also people that have come in later that are fairly new, joined in, which was really nice. So we have, even if you're new into it, you're still like one in the group, which is really, really nice.
Yeah,
so
everyone's welcome. So that was so it became like a whole day of SWU for me, at least, and that was really nice. Got to play some Twin Suns before on the.
Can we talk a little bit about that? Because we were playing with Twin Suns, and I didn't do very well at the start of that, but when in the end I had the most HP left, and I could kill 2 different players, but no matter who I killed, I would lose. So
probably
like,
you were in a bad spot.
It's like I was doing so good, I was in the lead, and I could kill someone. But whoever I killed, I would still lose. It's like, wow, that's so bad. But it was fun.
It was very fun. I did play my new. I called the deck the Grinch because it's Grievous and Trench. So it's the Grinch.
It's so good. I played my ordinary. I really, really enjoy playing my Han 2 and Obi-Wan. It's such a good combo. It's
that's a great combo.
Han hurts them, bring them out, and then Obi-Wan heals them up. It's almost like the villainous side when I say it. It's like
in the end I managed to win the game. But I mean it was quite a lot, as you said, up to you, because you choose to kill Alex, the other one of the other players, instead of killing me. You could have killed me as well.
But then he would have won. So
if you killed me, he probably win. So it wasn't that
was unfortunate.
It didn't mean that much for you, but
nope.
I mean that doesn't matter that much. It was a super fun game.
It was fun. And, it's always fun to play that.
That's always fun.
And we also had some beer there when we played, and we played there, and then we went to this place where we had a burger and beer. So got a little bit tipsy there before the tournament.
Always nice.
Yeah, that was real nice.
Loosen up before. It was super nice. Yeah.
And then we went
to the showdown. How did your run go?
Yeah, so we went to the store and we had 4 rounds of Swiss, and
we were actually 15 players.
Yeah.
One short of exactly 16 is like the perfect number for 4 rounds.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we were 15, so that meant
one
one player
buy.
got a buy each round.
Yeah.
That's a bit unfortunate. It's always better if you can be even number
for sure.
players, of course.
Yeah. So I wrote down who I played, what leaders I met, but I don't know where I have the notes, so I will try to remember.
You don't remember?
No. Well, the first match, I don't remember who the leader was I met actually, but I know I remember I won the first game of the 3, but then I lost the two seconds, so I lost 1-2 in the first game. In the second, I won because I had a buy-in.
Yeah, you
so
got
that
to
was
buy.
good.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate. So you
that
want to
was
play.
unfortunate. Yeah, of course. And then in the third round, I had what is it called? The pilot leader, Wedge. And
Oh yeah, Wedge.
I was absolutely crushed. I like 2-0 so fast because his pilots, they are so cheap, and he got them out on his cheap fighters super quick. So even if I get my cheap fighters out, his were so much stronger, so he just took me down. So that was a very fast and very hurtful match, so I lost that one. And then in the last game, I met Bosk Green, I think he played, and that
Bosk
was
with ECL.
ECL, that's true. And I won the first one fairly easy, so I was like, okay, this good. And then he sideboarded and absolutely crushed me. So the only win I had was the buy-in, so I took the last spot again. Last time I did that, I got my double deck, the deck pod, which was really nice. But I got my I got my booster packs, and I got 2 legendaries in there, so that was nice.
Yeah.
and
you like the last time we were at the same store for Showdown, you actually went undefeated.
Undefeated. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
you
not the case
won one game against me, and then you draw 3 games.
3 games, yeah. True.
But yeah.
So yeah. But so it wasn't. I mean, it's a game, and I'm still super new. You also said that to me. You're still super new. It's like I'm super new, and all the players there are insanely good, to be honest. Also, KTP that I met in the last game, the Bosk player, he said that also. I was like, oh my god, they're so good here. Like so.
And I mean, you did just take a deck that you have played very few times.
Yeah, that's true.
And as a new player, taking a new deck,
it's super hard.
It's hard. It's hard.
But it's a little bit. I was a little bit bummed out because I was like, come on, I could at least win some game. But I won 2, so it's It's, and I had fun. It was such a good day with a lot of the Sue playing and the burger, and it's such a nice bunch of people to play with. So it's really nice.
Yeah, it was a very fun day.
Yeah. So how did you do in the tournament?
Yeah. So I played my Bosk blue deck, controller deck. I really like to play the controller decks.
Oh god.
In my first game, I did face the same Bosk ECL player that you faced in the last game.
Yeah.
We had 3 very tight games. I think I won the first game, and he won the second, and then I won the third.
Ooh. Nice.
But that was really, really tight games, and super fun to play. I was happy to win that one. The second game, I got to face Emil, one of the best players probably in the down south where we live.
Probably. Yeah.
He's super good, and he played Han 2 with Data Vault. I lost that game 2-0. I didn't really get into any of the games. I don't know what happened. It was quite fun because earlier in the day we did play one game.
Oh yeah,
and I really won that quite easily.
Oh, okay.
So I said when I got to face him, like, okay, I'm gonna lose this game probably. That's the typical thing to play earlier in the day. You win, and then when you play when it matters, you of course lose.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean,
maybe he learned how you play.
I think the game we played earlier in the day, I think he had quite some bad luck in that game. Yeah. And maybe I didn't draw like the perfect hands this game either, but yeah.
But it's also
So,
the Han 2 is fairly fast, and I think
Yeah.
you have a little bit of a problem with that, don't you? With
yeah,
those
I mean,
controller decks.
I could, but I need to, of course, I need to draw my healing, and
Yeah.
I'm not really sure why it didn't work out that
Mm-hmm.
well this game, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to try more games to
Yeah,
see
for sure.
how that matchup is.
Yep.
So then in my third game, I got to play CAD with a green base,
Oh,
not
yeah.
Data Vault and not ECL. So Christian, he's a super fun guy, and we had also 3 quite tight games actually. He did a really nice play in the game he won. I won in the end 2-1, but he did capture my Avenger with his
You said.
CAD unit.
Oh.
The CAD unit gets to capture up to 3 units that has a combined health of up to 8. So the Avenger has 8 health, so he can
Yeah.
only capture the Avenger. But I guess that's
enough.
good because
Yeah.
yeah. But not only did he do that, I didn't have any means to remove him from the board. So the round after, he played Dryden Voss. And when you play Dryden Voss, you get to play a captured card from that you have captured. So he got for free. So he got to play my Avenger on his
what?
side. Yes.
Oh,
So that
whoa.
that kind of ruined my plan.
That is a strong combo.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it's a strong combo when you actually get to it.
Actually,
I
of
guess
course.
it doesn't happen that often.
It's very
often.
situational.
It is, but if you manage to do it,
Yeah,
it's
for
very
sure.
powerful.
Yeah, that's true.
So I did lose that game.
Yeah.
I did. But then we had the other 2 games were very very fun to play as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you win it?
But I managed. I did manage to win 2-1 in the end.
Oh, nice.
And in my last game, I faced Ray Data Vault.
Yes. Oh,
I did
watched that game.
face Matthias on Ray Data Vault. Let's see. I think I did lose the game.
Yeah. It was a close
my
one.
My memory is failing me now, but I do think I won at least. So I think I lost 2-1, and it was close games.
Yeah.
And in the last game that I lost, I wanted to like find a super laser blast the last 3 rounds of the game, but I did not find it until it was too late.
Yeah.
So,
but Matthias is also a really good player.
Yeah,
yeah.
He said he hasn't played that much lately, but he got to play the 3 games before he faced me in the end. He said that helped a lot to get to learn the deck more.
Yeah.
But the Ray Data Vault deck feels like a strong deck.
I mean, it feels like a strong deck. We have a very similar deck, him and me, because we have compared them. But I would say that you can really, really see the difference in experience, because Matthias is a real experienced TCG player.
Card gamer, yeah.
And I am not. And since we have like almost the same deck, and he performs very well with it, and I lose every game I play with that deck. So experience makes a big difference, and I really need to remember that. And also, you players who are listeners who are fairly new to the game, remember that it's kind of hard sometimes, but it gets better and better for sure. And but it's a fun deck to play though. I actually remember.
All in all, it was a fun day. I ended up 2-2. I was a bit disappointed in my. I mean, I with all, like looking back now, I didn't play the Bosk deck that much before the play. I mean, I have played Bosk Blue quite a lot in the past, but recently I haven't played that much. So I guess if I had a lot of reps on the deck, I'd probably might squeezed in one more
do it a little bit
win.
Better.
So so I might have. It was tight games.
Yeah.
So 2-2 is. I would have preferred 3-1. I did actually, but I did have the luck at least to we were 15 players. So I did manage to get the 8 spots. So I did
Yep.
manage to get top 8.
Top 8.
So I
That's
got
good.
one Devastator promo.
And
card
that
for
was
the
a
top 8.
freaking nice looking card. It was
Yeah, it's a
really
good
beautiful.
card.
Really nice.
So as with that small luck, I can still say that I've top 8'd every Store Showdown I've played at least.
That's good. That's good.
But with small margins.
Small
but
margins.
I have made it to top 8 in every one.
I have managed the last place in all the showdowns I have been to. But that's fine.
Did you go last when you last time when you went undefeated? I don't think so.
I don't think I did. I was like third from the end or something like that.
Shouldn't been last at least.
No, I don't think I was. I was like third from the last or something like that. But
yeah.
But I remember now it was Cad Blue I had in my first game, and now I remember it very well because I have a deep hatred towards Cad decks and Bosk decks because those were the only ones I met on my first PQ in Copenhagen. So I just I don't like those decks at all.
And I mean we can mention the winner of the day was Andreas. He usually plays with us down south, but he lives quite far away. But he and a friend Matthias, they drove down and played. He went 4-0 with his Boba Data Vault deck.
Yeah.
So that was really well done.
Yeah,
so congrats
he played very well.
To Andreas.
I watched some games he played, or the ending of the games. He was playing real well. I think he have played that deck quite a lot, if I heard him right.
Yeah,
but he was.
And the second place went to Yogi. He played Admiral Piet with a red base.
True.
We actually had 2 players on Admiral Piet with a red base.
Did you see their Miro?
Yeah, they faced in the first round.
It was so fun because they had 9 resources and no units on the board because they were just mirroring each other all the time. So there were no units. It was so
that was very well played from him.
Yeah, for sure. I don't remember who had the third place.
Oh, I'm not sure who went third.
Was it Emil? No. I don't remember actually.
I think Emil should be. He went 3-1 as well. So, but I think he got 4th place. It could be maybe Alex on Kira Data Vault.
Maybe.
Didn't he went actually 3-1? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. No. Yeah, but all in all, it was a wonderful day. I really enjoyed it. It was those days we should have more often. Game wise. Could have done better, but at the same time, so what? It's a casual game. It's fun. I had a lot of fun. So
this gets us into our last topic. Actually.
Yeah.
So
sure.
We both want to play more tournaments, and we can't make the next tournament down here. So
true.
We decided that we're gonna take a small car drive a bit north and play in a showdown.
Yeah.
In about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's super fun. We have something to look forward to in the game.
We decided yesterday that let's go.
Yeah. So now we need to decide what to play.
Oh no! That was the first thing I wrote to you when you were like, "Are we going?" And I was like, "Yes, we're going." Then I was like, "Oh no! I need to decide a new deck."
Yeah.
But it's as we said before. We talked a little bit before we started recording here, and it's now when we play this store down and we were done for the with the set. So we have no more tournaments because all tournaments now are on dates where we cannot do. All the PQs and all the store showdowns and so on are on dates where we cannot attend. So this was the tournament we had, kind of in this now, and it was like, what are we doing now? We're just waiting for the next set. That's kind of boring. And then you wrote me, and I was like, are we going to this? And I was like, yes, we are. So we are 4 people in a car now going up. So that will be really fun, a lot of fun, for sure.
Yeah, that's always fun to do a small road trip as well. Just
for sure.
Talk a lot about the game in the car on the way there and home. So
and it's not it's what is it, 3 hours, 3.5 hours?
Yeah,
drive,
two and a half, 3 hours.
Yeah, so
it's not that far.
It's manageable, for sure. I mean, we did.
So that's gonna be super fun.
Yeah. We were thinking about going to the PQ in Denmark, but that was 4.5 hours drive. That was and we had to go like 4 a.m. or something. That's not fun.
Yeah,
So that's too far.
Was a bit too far.
Yeah. So, but this one will be fun. So, are you going with the Bosk deck again?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, I like to play different decks in the showdowns, but I mean,
Afra.
As you said, we decided yesterday, so I actually have no idea what I'm going to play, or I have some idea, but it could change very fast. But I would like to.
Maybe you should change side this time.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I would
it
like
surprise
to
people.
Make a Thrawn deck that works.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I am trying kind of different Thrawn decks. I'm trying it with Data Vault. I'm trying with Red Base. So I hopefully I can make a Thrawn deck that I'm happy with.
Yeah.
Otherwise, might go back to playing one of my favorites, the Palpatine. Palpatine Yellow is a good deck right now. It does have problem with aggro matchups.
Yeah.
And I have no idea how the meta is up there. So
if you go with Palp, I will regret my deck choice.
Yeah, it's good against Ray. It's always been good against Ray. But I'm not sure. I have no clue
I'm not
really
what
sure
they're
yet.
playing up there.
Maybe we have maybe we have a little more insights next week when we're getting closer to it, I guess.
I mean, I have decided, so I will go back to the good side, and I will go back to my beloved Ray. So I will go with the Ray Data Vault, because I know it's a strong deck. It's just me who sucks, and I just need to play it more. So I will try to. We will meet up tomorrow, and I will try to play as many games tomorrow as possible. Hopefully, I can join in on Thursday also, and so hopefully I can get in a lot of matches.
Yeah, I think that's good if you could like really try to play that deck as much as you can before, and to see how that goes, and to see like if that makes a bigger difference.
I think I will.
But then again, and always like these small tournaments, you can't really know what the meta is going to be like. So meta it's what people are playing. It's very, very hard to guess. And sometimes you just have bad luck with like the matchups. It could be like we go up there and you like face only Palpatines or something.
Exactly.
and you don't have much to say about those games. But
I mean, it's as you say, it's very hard to say, because like you are playing Bosk now, and I was playing Vader. I never gone to the villain side, and like you said that Adam was playing Bosk too. He most often don't play control decks, and so people are in the last store showdown. I played Yoda and you played Afra. We never play those, so it's very hard to say what's. But it was good that you said that the meta is what decks people are playing now. Is because it's good that we say that a number of times for new players, because it was very, very confusing for me in the beginning when people are talking about the meta.
Yeah, that's true.
And you hear it sometimes on other podcasts. You hear that word all the time. It's the meta. It's like it's just basically what decks people are playing. It's like it's nothing magical.
You could say that's the easy explanation of meta
for sure. So But so that will be fun. A road trip north, and I will for sure bring my Ray deck, and I will try to play as much as possible.
That's great. So I'll have to find a deck to play.
Yeah, I guess you will. you will the day before.
Maybe Trench is always on or not. Like right now, I really like playing Trench in the campaign. Might actually. You never know.
I mean, I told you before today that like you should go with Trench. Maybe there is. I bet there is a good deck for almost all leaders. It's just that we haven't found them yet. I mean, there are some leaders that are a little bit weird, but
And if you have like a bit of good luck with your matchups, there is for sure a good deck for most.
I think so.
Leaders.
I mean, you can see that if you. For instance, when a lot of people really talk down the leader Akbar in the beginning, and I mean, for obvious reason, because it's a little bit weird. But then you see it comes up and win a PQ somewhere, and someone has figured it out. And I think that's I love that when people find a good deck for a leader that people usually don't think of.
Yeah.
So
the UK Games Expo was this weekend as well, and that I think the Akbar player there went to top 4 as well. So
I love that.
Yeah,
but as we have said,
really
we are the underdogs. We love the underdog decks, both of us. So that's probably
it is fun to play decks that no one else is playing.
Sure.
It is.
I mean, I played Quinlan Tarkentown when we were on the Malmö Open qualifier, and it's one of the best decks out there. But I didn't enjoy to play it very much. I mean, I played it and it was good, but I didn't enjoy it to play it very much. So I'd rather go with Ray Data Vault that is not as good, but I enjoy playing it. And that's actually why I went with the Vader deck now, because it was a lot of fun to play. But it's So, but I can't be on that dark side. It's I can't.
It's the most fun side.
Is it though? I mean, you have the big ships. I miss them for sure.
Yeah, they're
fun
to play.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we end this podcast, we always wanted to know the odds on this podcast. Always tell me the odds. So today I have a question for you, Marcus.
Yes. I'm ready.
It's okay, so what are the odds of being ambidextrous?
Oh.
And ambidextrous, if you don't know what that is, it is that you can use both of your hands equally good. So you're not right-handed or left-handed. You're ambidextrous. It doesn't matter to you which hand you use, actually.
Ooh.
So what do you say? It's a 1 in.
Yeah, I would say 1 in. I don't think it's that uncommon, actually. I would say 1 in a million. No, hold on. Yeah, 1 in a million.
Okay, that's it's actually quite more common than that.
Oh yeah,
I took this odds because I got quite surprised. I didn't think it was this common.
All right,
but
1 in 10,000.
It's 1 in every 100 people, actually.
What?
That is
every 100?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
I said this. I don't think it's as uncommon as you think, but that is very common. 1
That's
in
very
100.
common. I mean, I have to say that I can't like reliably this is taken from the internet, of course, and I haven't checked.
The source is solid.
The source that hard, but I think it should be an okay source. But but it could be wrong. Could be wrong.
I mean, I've heard before that it's not super uncommon, but I didn't think it was that common actually. But that's cool.
And I think, I mean, like, it's not something you usually talk about, probably. So 1 in 100.
Yeah.
I mean, so you probably met a few people that are ambidextrous, but might not be something that comes up very often.
And also, they might not know it actually, because it
could be that way as well. Yeah.
If you're trained on doing everything with right or the left hand, you always do that because it's a culture thing. But if you actually started to do it and like practice, then you get equally good on both hands.
Yeah,
I am not that. I've tried to write my left hand. It's not.
I'm not that
well
at all either. No, I'm very
Have you tried
right-handed?
I tried the other day. You know when you shuffle your deck? Have you tried to do that the other way around?
I have tried, but I'm not doing that again. It's super strange.
I had cards everywhere.
It feels so wrong.
Yeah, so wrong. So listeners, try to do that. If you hold your deck in the left hand and shuffle it your right, try to do it the other way around, and let us know what happens. Yeah. You can leave a comment on YouTube or Insta or in our Discord or whatever. Try it out. Tell us what happens.
Yeah, try it out.
Yep. All right, that's good. So let's wrap it up for this time. And
yes.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for listening. We really appreciate you. We have a Discord, as most of you know now, that you can join. We have a link in the description. It started to get a little bit more active, not super active, but a little bit more. We have some decks, and some people are going to their first store showdown and so on. So that's really interesting and fun to hear. We also upload all the episodes on YouTube, and we have on Instagram and Blue Sky. All those links are in our show notes. And you can find both me and Magnus on the Swedish and in the international Discord, and me as Halloween and Magnus as Dragonfly. And don't be shy to interact with us and ask questions and come up with things we can talk about in the podcast and stuff like that. We always appreciate the interaction. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening once again, and we talk to you again in a week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.